Select your character.
Alright, let's go ahead and jump back into adventure mode here, as we got ourselves some more Chao stuff to do. And by more Chao stuff, I mainly mean just checking out our new Chao Garden, because in between the scenes, I messed around with a whole bunch of stuff here. I didn't just get our good old friend Stan here up to a level I'm comfortable with, but did a couple other things behind the scene. So, let's take a look at the Chao Garden. Almost thought I crashed there for a second, I was getting concerned. So, for starters, where's our good boy Stan? He's here somewhere. There he is. Come here, you. So I'm gonna pause real fast. That's actually a little hard to see, but I actually put him all the way at 99 on everything. So Stan here is fully leveled up. In fact, let me go over here to the goodbye station so we can blow up his stats a little bit easier on stream.
We're not saying goodbye to him.
Yeah, although I don't worry about it. I backed up this Chao data just in case. Alright, so let me zoom that in. As you guys can see from this very somber and sad theme, we have some pretty good levels. He's mainly a swimmer, but everything else I bumped up a bit, so he wouldn't have a hard time at all in these races. They're going to be seamless for us at this point. Let me back out. There goes Stan. Good boy, Stan. He's very confused. And for good reason, because here's another weird thing. We got a second Stan. This one here is called Stan Lee. I can explain. I can explain why he has a twin brother. That's exactly him. And the best way to do it is to swap over to this clip here. So, when I was working on getting Stan leveled up, in the middle of doing that, he just randomly decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna evolve. So, my Chao did reincarnate himself. And this takes forever, so I'm speeding up the clip here. It takes like a minute for a Chao to evolve. It's insane.
He's like,
yeah, except I don't have time for that. And then he also wanted to mate right afterwards, but I don't have any other Chao to mate, so I just use an editing program, clone Stan, made him Stan Lee, and now this one's ready to mate. So Stan and Stan Lee, they got together, and they have a little Chao baby.
the birds and the bees, kids. This is what happens when a mommy and daddy love each other very much.
Out comes a giant egg bigger than the mother and father.
Bigger than them.
Yeah, that's several questions.
Go ahead.
So I just went ahead and I also hatched this egg, just because. Give us a new member of the family.
The Stanley family.
Yeah.
Excelsior. You should have named him Excelsior.
Well, there's not enough characters. I like how he just pops out of the egg, too. Like, the shell just kind of disappeared, which is a little weird, but sure.
So, what color was Stan originally?
He was originally like a black Chao with like some two-tone to it. I can pull up the exact data here in a minute. So, I went ahead and I named him in the same kind of scheme I did with Stan and Brandon as well, the other Chao in this garden. So I used a random name generator, and it came up with Edward. So we got Edward the Chao.
No, don't say it. I know what you're gonna say.
Does he sparkle?
No.
Not that Edward.
Okay. Since the big... Oh no, not that Edward. I wasn't even referencing that Edward. No.
Worst part is, I didn't even try for any of this. This is just from a random name generator, so not even trying. It just all happens.
That, Kira, now I'm sad. Now I'm sad.
So yeah, that was one thing that happened. So this garden's pretty full now because of it. I took some Chao, rearranged them a bit, so we have our shiny boy here as well.
And
somewhere.
now he's mad at you.
Yeah, signed up had to put everything on one button. Thanks, Sega. He's still
No,
happy, though.
Kira, I was just joking. I promise.
We have the gold one here as well. And yeah, these are all of our Chao. Here's that good old boy, Edward. Didn't train him at all, so he's vanilla. Now, curiosity, this is Stanley. This is basically the same stats we had before we ended the last session. So we pick them back up again. I pause. That's basically what we ended on last time. So yeah, there's that. Now let's get to the good stuff. So these are the Chao we raised. But what about the other types of Chao in this game? There's a lot of interesting Chao types in this game, and it takes a good lifetime to probably see them all, so I did all the hard work and I did this all off screen. So if we go over here to Mystic Ruins, we get to see a couple of those types here. So for starters, in Sonic Adventure 2, and into the DX version of this game, here's a Hero Chao. Little halo above its head and all. Nice little
I'm
cutie.
surprised that I guess DX did come out after Adventure 2 did come out.
Yeah, because remember, Battle on GameCube was 2001, and this was like 2004. So it was like a 3-year gap between the GameCube releases.
Yeah.
Where's the other one? I want to show off another one first in particular. There he is, just in the corner. This is a Dark Chao. So, looks pretty mean. Nice purple color. You got a little spike ball on top of him.
And he's
Very, very mad when he crawls.
I don't want to be baby. I want to be evil.
Yeah. Now, for even more special Chao, here's one of them right here. This is a Knuckles Chao. That literally is Knuckles as a Chao. Even grumpy like
Don't
Knuckles.
breed him.
Yeah, and look at that
He likes
power
to
stat.
take
This
the
thing is beefy. Here's an Amy Chao. Just like Amy. He's a little pink, little shiny thing. I don't remember Amy being this shiny, but that's what I got out of this one.
This one too.
The stamina is maxed out. And then there's one more over here somewhere. There he is. Look at that Tails Chao.
Oh,
It's like
Tails
Chibi
Chao.
Tail. It's like Chibi's tail from Sonic CD, the HD port.
I am no longer baby. I want power and evil.
Yeah. The flying stat is pretty much maxed out, and then run there is pretty high too to match up with Sonic. So, those are just the special types of Chao you can get here, but here's a custom one I found as well. I kind of included this in the roundup, even though you can't get this Chao in this game. This is something you make. So this is a Sonic Chao. So if I pick him up again, his power and run are basically maxed out. This is one I found online, so I didn't make this. To be fair, none of these I technically made. I kind of downloaded some of these for showcasing, and then some of them we made in a different way. We'll discuss that here in a minute. Now let's go over to the egg carrier, because this is home of this very, very special Chao. So, as we see in that clip I showed earlier, Chao can go ahead and reincarnate, which means that they just breathe new life into them. And if they do that a couple times, then you can get a very special type of Chao, which is called Chaos Chao. Now, I don't know where he went, because this thing is super quick. Here somewhere. I just see him run. Where'd he go? There's the other one. I don't want to touch that one yet. I want the normal one. Oh, there he is. Slow down. I want to hold you. Get over here.
Now! Now! I don't want to!
See, he moves so fast I can't pick him up. Got him. All right. This here is a Chaos Chao. This one, we'll go over why his stats all maxed here in a minute, because that is actually unnatural. You can't really do this legitimately. But this is what happens to a Chao when they reborn multiple times. They have to at least go under reincarnation twice. But this kind of Chao can get really insane stats. And even though this one's modified in a weird way, you can still get stats pretty high that can break the Chao raises. It even looks like the first form of Chaos from this game too. That's where they get their name from. And there he goes. Yeah, those high stats really make it so that he never sits still. This is the same kind of thing. This is a hero version of the Chaos Chao. All the stats gonna be the same because I got these guys in similar ways. But yeah, this thing even more looks like an angel compared to before.
You got Remedy. He's so cute.
And there's one more, and I have no idea where they are because this map is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. This is the worst Chao map in my opinion because there's so much water. My Chao could be anywhere. It could be like, yep, right here against the wall randomly because that makes sense. So this is our last type. This is a dark version of the Chaos Chao. Looks like a little demon. And instead of a halo or like the little spike ball the other one got, well, for starters, there goes the Chaos Chao in the air. And there he goes. Our little friend here, he has a little fireball for his little bubble now.
I'm no longer baby. I want power and evil. He's got double horns too.
Yeah, so that's all the special types of Chao. So, I want to go ahead and turn this game off here for a second, because I want to showcase something else I actually found out in between scenes too. But to show you guys how we did all that, let me swap over to this scene. This here is how we did everything. This is a Chao editor. This program you can use to modify Chao data for both Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. This is how we got most of the Chao in here, both in terms of modifying them and also actually importing Chao data from other games. This tool is really useful. I couldn't get it to work last time we streamed this, but I was able to now simply because the biggest difference was I had to check one setting on a mod to fix it. But as I am scrambling here to find my settings, this tool allows you to go ahead and modify Chao data. You can import and export Chao between games. You can even use this to import Chao data from other games technically and modify it. Like, I used this to import Chao data from the GameCube titles at one point.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did you use this to get the 180 emblems in Adventure 2?
No.
Okay.
Sonic Team!
Alright, so let me swap back over to here. Let me see, the game can load up in OBS. Apparently not. So let me try that again. OBS can be finicky sometimes with the game hooking.
Kira, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, you said that last night about how the Chapter 7 boss of Paper Mario had a revive. I see he has a second revive? That's just... Excuse me. Excuse me.
There we go.
Allergies. Butt today. Jeez. I didn't know he had a second revive. That's what I meant to say. That's just a kick in the nuts.
Alright, so you may notice things a little bit differently. This is a sneak peek for mission mode. I can see you're also allergic to the GameCube version. I am too.
Yeah, I'm allergic to I'm allergic to GameCube. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're actually using the normal DX models at this point. Specifically, we're going to be using GameCube models when we get to that point. But I want to showcase this because I learned this actually in between all the shell stuff. And it's another thing. I have no idea why they changed between Dreamcast and DX. Not one of those weird changes that makes no sense. So we go back to the Chao Garden.
Gosh, allergies, stop it! We need GameCube too, then we can cure allergies.
The real cure. Alright, so notice anything different about this Chao Garden? Like, I don't know, all of it?
Yeah.
They redesigned this for GameCube for some reason. I'm not sure why. I knew the fountain was different. I knew something bugged me, like there was 2 fountains in our copy. Because in GameCube, they reverted it to 1. More importantly, the one that's really weird, they moved the black market to the right. It's on the left in the Dreamcast. Why?
Because,
I knew I kept on tricking up with this. So weird.
Because they realized that all their gamers that play Sonic Adventure are mostly right-handed, so they put it on the right.
So what you're saying is they realize all their gamers are right-handed, so they make you turn left when you first come in here.
Yep.
Yeah, so it just made it worse. You know, the usual. This monitor they updated for GameCube, they actually made a proper hint system. You can choose your thing. That's actually an improvement. And then there's this sign that's not present in Dreamcast, saying go to this website. I'm not even sure that is still a thing. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not.
I will go type it in. Hold on a second. It was www. Okay, what was it?
SonicTeam.com/Chao.
SonicTeam.com/Chao.
Yeah, it's a no-found URL. Site's dead. I knew it. To be fair, this game came out in 2004 on GameCube. This is a GameCube screenshot. Yeah. Gotta pass this prime. Grass here is very green. Maybe just teleporters are slightly different.
But it's 2020. We're still playing Sonic Adventure. Why did they take the site down?
Because that doesn't exist in that version, I believe. What is this thing? Hang on. That's my hero channel? What the heck happened between GameCube and GameCube and Dreamcast?
He's Azure. He's Azure. What the heck?
Super blue. Also, look at that water. Oh. Where's my heart bag? That looked terrible. They changed the mountain structure here. It's less mountain now. Why? That doesn't make any sense.
No.
At least Chippy Tails is still Chippy. And the Dark Chow's normal. I don't know what happened to the Hero Chow, but sure. Everything else is fine, just that Hero Chow for some reason got super blue. He's supposed to be white. I don't know why that changed with the GameCube fighting. Weird. Alright, last one to really see. Egg Carrier. Now, Egg Carrier in GameCube is actually better. There's less mountain here, and this is actually usable. Hey, get back here. No, I was wanting to talk to you. Alright, he looks the same. Now you can go play. What is the Hero Chaos doing? Trying to mountain climb?
He's probably like, I can probably move that mountain if I felt like it.
I mean, he's strong enough. He has that power. Where is the normal Chaos Chow? There he goes! Get back here. Yeah, this one didn't change. Why did the Hero one did? That's so weird. Must be a bug. Yeah, the Halo... Yeah, that is right. The Halo technically did change slightly. It's not translucent. It's more solid now for GameCube. Wherever they went. I don't know where any of these Chaos Chow go. There you go. Yeah, it's just a normal yellow Halo now. Which kind of looks better-ish. It looks like more of a Halo, honestly. Also, hey, Chao the Hedgehog, how you doing? No, no, it's still translucent. It's just not as easy to see because of it being a bright yellow Halo. Well, so let's go ahead and actually discuss how we did this.
When you put that Chao down, there was one frame where it was translucent.
Well, it depends on where it's angled, yeah.
Yeah, it was like one frame, and then that was it.
Alright, here we go. Alright, so I want you, because this would be a good example. So let me swap back over to the full screen here, Chao Editor. So this program here, if I click on Chao, and we go down to Chaos here, you can see he's here in the egg carrier, which is right, and you can see all these other menus are pretty high up there. You can see everything. This is how I knew which Chao can mate, which ones didn't at that time for making a Stan baby. But if I go into this tab, now you can kind of see why this Chaos Chao is insane. You can modify pretty much any value. I just jacked it up. I want to see how stats can look when you maximize it in this game. And with how these guys run around the field, we know how that works. You can also customize their attitudes too. Like you can give them drawing, you can give them some dance skills, instruments. I haven't really seen them do much. I saw one Chao dance once. That's that. But if I swap over to this view and say, let me pick up the Chao. Look at the values now, 99. Let me bump swim down to 1. So now if I pick him back up, swim went down to 1. This program allows you to do a lot. It's pretty cool.
Allows you to basically make any Chao you want.
Oh yeah. And because of that, let me swap back over to that full view. This is how I learned about those special types of Chao. When you right-click to go ahead and do something, which apparently the capture window's not picking it up, so that's interesting. Let me just create a new Chao here. Okay, that didn't actually work. Let me just create generic Chao. Okay, there you go. Alright, so in type menu here, it's also not showing up. You can have egg, make a child, good or bad, which is unattainable. But these are basically Hero and Dark Chao, respectively. And then you can cycle through all the different types, like neutral, all kinds of stats, including Chaos, Hero, Dark. And then you get the special types of Chao, the Amy, Knuckles, and Tails Chao, which apparently were added in the GameCube copy of Sonic Adventure DX in Japan. Which is why I never knew about it until now, because apparently we never got another copy. It's very interesting to know. But yeah, let me leave that and say a Tails Chao. So if we go back to Station Square, then that means that Chao should be there, and it should have all Japanese names. Yeah, There it is. Japanese Chao. Why is that menu bigger? That is weird. Okay, sure. So, hey, Celtics, how you doing?
There's Tails Chao.
So, I can also do special things with this guy, too. Like, let me see some of the other things I can make him do. I believe I can make him very sleepy. So if I, like, leave and come back in the area, he should be asleep at this point. Okay, well, that's the wrong one. He's right. Okay, he's not sleepy, he's just hungry. Oh, nope, there he goes. So I cranked up his sleepy stat, now he's sleepy.
Cranked up his sleepy stat. I can't believe there's an actual stat for that.
Yeah, it's weird, you wouldn't know it, but yeah, say that there's a sleep one.
Sleepy stat.
From when we were playing SA2B, where when I asked about that blindfold on the first level. Yeah, that one I'm not playing now, because I'm not ready for that. We got the first game first.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
That game has 50 more emblems than this one.
Yeah, true. Alright, so if I put him back down to, like, sleepiness of 0, this guy should wake back up. There's a horny stat. That's what the breeding one is, yep. So watch. I'm gonna wake him up. Because I'm a monster. Desire to mate? Let's just put him in 10,000. He really wants to mate.
He's horny on main. Tails is horny on main.
Yeah, this is what we all expected Tails to be, right?
He's only 8.
Yeah, that's what makes this even more scary.
Hey, Celtics, before I'm gonna shut you down real quick on that, please don't talk about it.
Yeah, I've not seen it. Didn't even know it was a thing until like 30 minutes before it came ready to stream.
Lester literally didn't know that happened, like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So he hasn't watched it, and he doesn't want spoilers right now.
Yeah.
I appreciate you asking first. Thank you. They're so horny, Stan. I still can't believe that. That's funny.
Yeah, he's still maxed out, so I wanted to see. Where is he? Where's Japanese Tails? He's still sleeping. Okay, this is what you do after the mating stat. Come on. He's like high up there on the mating.
Maybe he did it already.
Yeah, and that's why he's sleeping. You know what? Sorry, we just deleted him. Once I leave, you will no longer exist. I'm gonna make another one. I'm gonna crank that one high up there. So this is the Amy Chao, and then we're gonna do the same thing to another Tails Chao. Let's see if that works. Okay, well, they'll mate when they feel like it. Apparently. Everything else works great. Apparently, sometimes these sliders don't work right away. Which is kind of weird. You get the gist of how this program works. I guess the one last thing I'll show before I revert my Chao Garden back to how it was beforehand is that, let me see here. Well, for starters, we can answer your question from before about the other Chao. Whatever the heck it is. Okay, so this is Stan. This is what Stan originally was. A black two-tone Chao from a spotty egg. So if we look at... Where is he? There we go. Edward. He got the same stats from the mother and the father Chao, because Stan leaves the exact same thing. Just with this weirder looking shell for a head. I distinguished them somehow. But you can modify animals here, so I could have skipped the whole grinding thing if I got this working last time. You can modify your fruit. You can make any fruit drop here, say like I can get a Chao fruit from this. They can just drop from the trees. Want to play scenes for my hat? I got that too. More importantly, here's Black Market. You can modify what you can buy here in the Black Market. You can like increase the quantity, so I'm just going to increase it to the max, which is apparently 32 items. That's a lot of items. And you can also increase your ring amount, so say, let's just go extreme here. Get myself max rings. And then let's say all the fruit, let's make Chao fruit. Okay, there you
I
go.
think he's playing the PC version of the
Yeah, this is
game. It's
PC.
just, he has a modifier he just added to it.
Yeah, zoom in because this menu is hard to see otherwise. So now if we look at our fruit. Okay, it didn't apply. Why didn't it apply? That's weird. Sometimes, again, this tool is useful, but it's better for SA2. Because I know it's an SA1, it could be a little buggy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes also leaving the area and coming back fixes things. So if I try that again. Okay, now I send them all the Chao fruit. Go back in. Okay, apparently I changed right back. See, sometimes these settings don't apply. This is better in SA2 for this reason.
Yeah, SA2's Chao Garden's a lot better.
Well, not just that, but this tool was even more designed for SA2 Chao Garden compared to this game. You can see my rings got maxed. There you go. Now it applied. So all the fruit here, now Chao fruit. This allows you to do a lot. Pretty cool. So you let me change our values back. Let's get off this ugly GameCube skin because some of my Chao just don't look right. They don't look right at all. So now let me just grab our mod pack back. That was also, you guys, a sneak peek at the GameCube stuff in general. Because when we do mission mode, that's how the game's going to look, so we differentiate things.
Yeah, because you can't play. Because if you try, you told me that the game crashes. Lester, it's all zoomed in.
I'll fix that here in a second. It's fine. Just read Emerald Coast. Alright, let's go back in now. You know, the thing I'm more worried about is we're not starting mission mode tonight because I want to test out some extra stuff I'm doing with the DX models. Because I'm not using the ones from the HD version, I'm using the ones from GameCube. I want to make sure I don't crash the game first. So we're really just doing Chao stuff tonight. Okay, so now everyone back here should be normalized. I'm not going to show the editor this time around. I'm just going to confirm on my end. Everything's good. Yeah, everything's back to normal. Except for my ring amount, I kept that maxed by accident. Let me put it back down to 2,000. There you go. Okay, everything else now is fine. Now this is up. User everything. Let me confirm the ring. Now I just got myself confused. See, this is why they shouldn't have changed it between versions. I just walked into a wall. Yeah, we're back down 2,000. Okay, good. Okay, talk about capture cards. I mean, that's fine, yeah. Alright, I've been putting this one off long enough. Time for races. The first, why is this
Finally doing the race.
Oh, yeah. Let's say, hey, welcome to this. Alright, let's go in.
Now we can see the fruits of your labor.
But first, if we turn around, this is some big old Omo Chaos. People thought these guys got introduced in SA2? No, apparently they're here in SA1 Chao Garden.
I'm Oma Chao. I'm as big as you are.
And this is a lot of Omo Chao. What is this, Sonic Adventure Omo Chao Edition? I know I'm using mods, but I don't want to use that one. Yeah, so, let's zoom this in again. You can't see anything with these mods. The only problem, we don't play this game in 40p. So, another thing that's stupid about this is, unfortunately, my menu's a little screwed up. This is a side effect with the mods, but it's fine, because I kind of get the idea of who I'm picking here. You can pick Chao from all through your gardens, it's just the game doesn't like showing it properly with these settings. It's a little weird. So Stan's our boy here. If for some reason we have issues, we have those super modified Chaos Chows, but I'm not going to be using them. Stan's going to be the one taking the show.
Yeah, because that's the one you worked on.
Yeah, so we have a couple courses here, so I'm just going to jump straight into the Pearl course.
Which ones that give you the emblems? The last three?
I have no idea, because I've never really done these Chao races before. I've done one, and I lost because I went in with like a level 1 Chao.
Oh.
And now Chao racing in this game is really weird.
Oh my gosh.
Go, Stan, go. Roll that ball. Yeah, I don't like promoting in my chats. I don't promote things. You're fine to talk about stuff, obviously. Just don't like try to promote your own channel or other people's channels. So just not a fan of that. That distracts from the actual streamer. Yeah, that was a quick race. Only 18 seconds.
Yeah, because he just smoked everybody.
Yeah, that's our boy. Get on the button. Why is this a button in this version? SA2, you just walk right in. SA1, hit the button before you race. Why? What's the Ava media I have again? I use something called the Live Gamer Portable. It was a capture card released in 2014. I still have it, I just don't really use it nowadays.
You use Elgato AC60S, right?
Yeah, I use the 60S.
Okay.
And it works when it wants to.
Yeah, that's kind of how my Elgato is too.
Yeah, I mean,
Again,
it's weird. I'm mixed on that company anymore because, like, their software is really good. Their hardware is really iffy. I've been noticing that more over the years. I still recommend a lot of their cards to people just because they're simplistic and easy to get into. Oh, yeah, this is what I remember I didn't like about this Chao race. Sometimes it just swaps your perspective to a different Chao and you can't swap it back. Like, I was pressing every button and nothing happened. I don't know why it does that. It's pretty bad, and it's very weird. I don't think there's anything you can do in these races, too, because they go back to SA2 again. That game, stamina mattered because you can cheer your Chao on, and that made them move faster, but I don't think that works in this game. I think it's just they do their own thing.
Are opponents in your Chao races random, or could they pull from your Chao in case Rip trying to win if one of the Chaos Chao?
No, these are random Chao. They can't pull from your Chao Garden because that would be cheating.
That'd be horrible, man. That'd be like,
this is the one thing you can do in the races. I'm banging a drum. That's it. Why? Why is that the only thing? Oh, I just found you can swap. It's the D-pad of all things. Okay. That's a little confusing. Is Stan taking a nap in the middle of the race?
Stan, wake up! You're in a race!
I don't like how sometimes it just swaps to a different Chao. Sometimes they get a speed boost, but I don't know what triggers that. Yeah, that one did. Not my Chao.
Stan's a cocky asshole.
He's just going for content. Come on! Although you can use left and right on the stick, too. This is just weird. Like, Chao racing in this game is weird. I wouldn't say good. They really improved this with the sequel.
I still can't believe that. That's funny as heck, though. He's like, I'm gonna take a nap in the middle of the race.
I'm tired.
I'm tired, guys.
He's too cocky. Yeah.
He's like, did you see that? The guys didn't even get to the lake yet and I already won.
I think there's one more lap here in the beginner course, and then we unlock the next one. I believe there's just 2 stages of this, beginner and jewel. I think I remember that correctly from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Okay, that one Dark Chao looks really weird with those giant elephant ears. Hey, look at that! I think it looks like it's ready to fly. It's like Dumbo, but it's a Dark Chao.
Stan's like, I can swim like a mermaid.
He's not even looking. I'll just do backstrokes. Have fun.
I'll Michael Phelps these fools.
That's what he did the whole race. Man, Stan, he got that cocky attitude. I didn't raise him to be this way. What happened? Was it all the birds? I think it was all the birds.
He's way past cool, as Sonic would say. I want the Live Gamer Portable myself, but debated either the Live Gamer Portable Lite or the Game Capture HD 2.
Well, the portable is technically the better out of the 2 portable cards because the Lite does not have component So if you're using that for something like the PlayStation 3, you're out of luck.
Yeah, if you're recording 720p stuff.
Yeah. Which is another limitation the card will have. It's only 1080p 30 frames, so that would be a little bit harder to work with. You have to record in a lower resolution, don't care about frame rate, one of the two. Back in the day, I always just bumped down my console's resolution because I cared a lot more about the frame rate.
He's trying to show off for his mates.
Oh my god!
Oh my God.
So what you're telling me is he's trying to show off to himself because he made it with himself. Did the one thing Knuckles says in his own song. I get it on myself. And I did. I got a new Chao out of it.
Is he taking a shortcut? Or is that... Yeah,
I think
took
so.
a shortcut.
And then he's taking another
And
nap.
he's taking a nap? It's like, that shortcut went me out. I got sleep, man. He took a shortcut. What the heck? I didn't ever know that they could do that. Look at them. Yeah, look. I was going to make the comment of Stan's horny level is up like tenfold, but then the shortcut happened. Look at those guys; those are way
I
behind.
know, like they're nowhere near anyone else. They're going the long way. Meanwhile, Stan's already at the wall. Stop swapping.
Stan's like,
We're gonna have to have a little talk with him after these races.
yeah, he's like, hey, Stan, we need to teach you the valuable concept of sportsmanship conduct.
Yeah, I just looked at his stats and he is kind of sleepy, so that doesn't help.
Oh,
I kind of wish you had access to those without using a third-party program on the computer. Because that would help sometimes if he's going to fall asleep in the middle of a race. Didn't know they could do that in this game. Because again, in SA2, they don't do that. Don't know why they do in this one. That's kind of weird. Not necessary. Stop swapping. I get tired of that. No easy way to get back to number one. Just let them mash on the D-pad. Trying to get one for Wii U and Switch. It also works for my restrictor for the Wii and GameCube I have. If you have a Game Catcher HD, it's the same thing as a Light Gun Portable. So, in my opinion, that would kind of be a waste because it would be able to do the exact same thing. The only difference would be less latency for streaming. That's about it. Okay, so that was everything here. I wanted to make sure I didn't unlock a 6th course, just to be safe. Alright, now we do the jewel stuff.
Now let's
It's
see how
basically
much
all
I'll
the
smoke.
same, except harder.
Now we'll see how fast he will smoke all these the competition.
And if he takes another nap,
And if he takes a nap, he'll take the giant L.
yeah. Hey, at least he gets up quick when he trips.
Yeah.
I just want to know how I can give my Chao that boosted speed these random CPU Chao can get.
He doesn't need it.
Yeah, he doesn't need it. He's like, I don't need that. I don't need a
Okay, I
handicap.
know we want a jewel cup, but why did I just get a diamond kind of thing? Okay.
Oh, there's your emblem.
It's a pearl. Why did I get a pearl?
There's one emblem.
Yeah, this is where they are. The beginner course has none, the jewel race has them. Kind of weird, actually. Because at this point, just what I can assume, we're going to get one after every race. Why?
Well, we might, like I said, you might be done with this mode fairly quickly.
Well, the Chao stuff, a majority of it we had to do just for preparation. The races in this game don't take that long. It takes a lot longer in SA2 because they like triple the amount of races you have to do, and then they added a new move on top of it.
And karate. Yeah, they have the karate and the races. SA2's Chao Garden, you know, as much as I like playing just regular SA2 and all that other stuff in SA1, the Chao Garden is a fun little distraction. I always really like doing
I mean,
Chao Garden.
honestly, not in SA1 as much because it is a fun little thing here, but it's a lot clunkier in this game. It's way better in Adventure 2. It just has so many more options. That's the
Yeah,
biggest
there
thing
you go,
with this
Lester.
game.
After you get all your emblems here, yeah, have one of your Chaos Chow. Just broke
Oh,
everybody.
we're gonna have Stan do all the races, but we're gonna throw a Chaos Chao in one of these just to see how stupid that gets. I'm gonna put him in one of the beginner races because I don't want him to get a medal, but it's gonna be hilarious.
How many emblems are there in Chao? 3?
No, it's 5.
Oh, there's 5. Okay. There's 5 races, I guess.
Yeah. Because you get one for one, like one from every jewel race. Which is, again, is kind of weird because in Adventure 2, they broke up the emblems based on the category. So you get one for beginner, one for jewel, one for hero, stuff like that. But this one, they just like, beginner doesn't mean anything. It just used to unlock this one and
It's
then
a
just have
practice.
all the emblems.
Beginner is just kind of a practice run.
Yeah, so I'm looking over how Chao can get boosts in this mode, and it's entirely random. If a Chao has some sparkling like ore around it, you can cheer it on, then it can get a boost. But it's random what Chao can get that. It's usually whatever Chao's like in last place. So we're never gonna get a boost if that's true.
Oh, it's a rubber banding effect. Okay.
Pretty much. Stan, wake up! You're looking for something that can be good for without using a computer. I mean, like your portable is okay for that. The only problem it is most of these portable capture cards have the same problem too. The file restrictions kind of causes your recordings to get broken up every couple minutes, and it's really hard to sync it back up when it splits like every 10 minutes for that reason. I never used the portable mode on my capture card because it was too much of a pain to work with. Especially because the file format was something unusable. You had to convert it every time. It was just a pain. I think the only cards I've seen that work fine like that in a fully portable solution are ones that take hard drive, because then you can just use a standard computer format to it, which won't break up the files every 4 gigs.
Throwing for content again. Stan's just, that cocky asshole is like, hey, I'm winning all these races, fool. My daddy
Pretty
loves
much.
me. I have a couple cards. I did. I had HD PVR1, but now that they up the Windows update kind of bricked that.
Yeah.
I'm mad about that, honestly, because I actually like that card and it still is good. It's
I
still
mean, for
works.
years, it was kind of my go-to recommendations for component stuff, but now that Windows kind of destroyed it, then it's not
Windows
that
10
great of a
kinda
component
easily
capture card
works.
nowadays, unfortunately. The best one is probably one of the older Avermedias. Any of them, really. Same for the older Elgatos, but I feel like one day they may just stop that too, because they're trying to phase out the original Game Catcher HD software in favor of that 4K software. And it supports like 3 other cards, which isn't great for legacy products. I'm personally not too much of a fan of their 4K software. I think it's very rough around the edges. And it's been out for a few years now, which is saying something. We just did Ruby, right? I'm already brain farting.
Well, Shadow the Hedgehog, I got a suggestion for you. I got a suggestion. I mean, why not both? I know you don't have money probably for it, both, but I mean, you could save up eventually and get both if you're interested in. You could be a capture card aficionado like Lester is here.
Well, it helps to have others if you can still afford it as a backup, yeah. Because that's what I do. Because that's actually come in handy a lot. Okay, I do Emerald next. I couldn't remember I had to watch back the VOD.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lester. I didn't know you
Oh,
were
that was a
asking.
brain fart on my end. Alright, this is our final one then. Building up that suspense. Now this one actually seems like we got some competitive Chao. You know, at the final race. Well, we're not talking about capture cards for 4K support. I'm talking about software. For some stupid reason, Elgato decided to call their software 4K, which is not. It works with
Now's not the
1080
time to
cards.
sleep, man. Stan.
He didn't take the shortcut this time. He's going the same way as the other guys. I don't know. What? Okay, now he just ran into a wall and decided to sleep inside of it. Come on. Stan, you're better than this.
Oh, he's in first place right now, so.
That's why he keeps on taking naps.
Oh my gosh.
That Chao got a boost when sleeping. Ow.
Can we have that, please?
I wish I could do it with IC.
It's kind of weird just to hear normal Chao noises in this race, too. Like, one of them just made a growl sound. I don't think you growl when you race. They're doing their normal, like, Chao moaning, which is what they do when they're happy, not running. One of them's crying. This is a smorgasbord of sound effects.
Yeah. I know my suggestion.
That one's also getting a boost when sleeping.
I know my suggestion might have been sounded like, you know, that it's like that's not really a helpful answer when you're trying to decide between two things. But it's just like sometimes, you know, for that I'm just like I know it's a lot of money for capture cards. Trust me, I know it's a lot of money, but it's just like if you can't decide it on it, it doesn't hurt to eventually get both of them, because then you can compare your footage and see which one's the better one. And in certain situations, I find it, you know, it's better to have both two or three capture cards, because one might work better for this type of footage, one might be better for this type of footage, and so on.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, that was the final one, because I just got an achievement for that. Get all the emblems for the Chao races. Well, that was it.
Okay,
Well, I guess
well,
now,
you're
for
done.
curiosity's sake, let's just see how broken this is with the Chaos Chao. Alright, so let's do that same race we just did.
You're doing the same race?
Yeah, but this time it's with a Chao at maximum everything. Which is impossible to get.
No.
And look at all the gold Chao it's racing against. This is interesting. Oh, there he goes.
Whee!
He even eats quick.
Oh my gosh, he just like meow. He Kirby'd that.
Yeah, seriously.
He literally Kirby'd that.
And now he's just taking his sweet time. I don't know what changed there, but sure. Alright, I'm far enough. I can take a leisurely stroll and time to run. He's like trying to pace himself.
That's actually kind of funny. He's just smoking all these dudes.
Wait a minute,
He's
one of them
like-
took the shortcut. Oh man, they're learning. He's actually in second right now. Stan did better than the Chaos Chao.
The Chaos Chao's like, yeah.
Like, I'll just let him win. Now he's tailgating that Chao. I feel bad for Champ there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah.
He's even
That's
taking a
fine.
nap.
Then take a nap.
Why does someone take a nap during these races? I was gonna look at his stats too, just to see. He wasn't that sleepy compared to Stan. Why? He's pretty awake. Oh, he's almost done with the swimming. I'm just looking at data, and he's already swimming to the end.
Oh my gosh. What about the other one? I want to see what the other ones do.
Well, the other two Chaos Chaos are the exact same. So they did the
Okay.
exact same. Oh, I have one more idea. We already got all the emblems, so it really doesn't matter how we do now in these races. How does the child of Stan do?
How does
With
the
nothing.
child-
He has 0 on everything. I want to see how bad this is. Once again, the same race, this time with a child that has not done much besides wake up and be born.
The child of Stan. Inspired by
He's crawling. Wouldn't even leave the starting line. Look at him chewing back there.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Man, I figure I can crawl faster than this. I mean, I know you're just a baby, but come on, you're the prodigy of Stan. You just won this.
Look, there's a dragon chow going on. Beating you.
That guy's not even moving.
What happened?
Ah, you know what? No, I don't feel like it's like the Charizard from the Pokemon anime, where he just kind of doesn't do anything. At least we got to see how the boost works. Oh, he's taking the shortcut and failing horribly. Oh, that child decided to wake up, I see. Surprisingly, this guy's in 4th right now. That's not gonna last for long. He's taking the Father Fable shortcut but failed.
That one is still sleeping. What the heck is with these chows? Like, I'm gonna try to remember. And he's napping. Okay.
I mean, he wasn't winning anyways. Might as well take the nap.
Take the nap, take the L, SA.
I just wonder, will it go through the whole race just to let him finish, or is it going to cut us off when they get the first 3?
Hurry up!
Yeah, listen to Sonic, hurry.
He's trying his best, okay?
I've never heard, actually, you know, I'm looking at that comment. I never actually even heard of the Live Gamer Mini.
Yeah, I think that was a revision on one of their cards, but I can't remember either. It's been a while.
In Live Gamer Extreme.
Yeah, that one's also discontinued, sadly, because that was another great pick for a component card, too, and at 1080p 60. But now they discontinue it in exchange for another one that's basically the same thing, but with 4K pass-through and no component support. And apparently it runs worse. Good job.
I guess they really are just letting you finish the race.
Yeah, because I already see the first place winner, and we're still going. Oh, you know what's the worst part about that boost system? I can give the boost to a rival Chao, because I accidentally just gave it to one of the other Chao. Why did they let you do that again?
Well,
That's
yeah,
not
why
fair.
did they let you give the boost to other Chao? It's just like, oh, by the way, I don't want my Chao to win. Fuck my Chao. Just here. Here, have my boost.
You know, I'm not winning, so I'm going to help out the rival.
Hurry up!
Now he needs that boost again to climb. I'm really not sure how this is going to work. Or if it will ever, because he's sleeping.
He said, nope, I'm not climbing that wall. You can't make me. Nope, nope, nope. So now we get to see what a level 0 Chao does in the best race of the game. See
And
how
this is
bad
why you level up your Chao for these races. Now you know why I just took the liberty to put Stan at 99 to be safe.
Come on!
Edward here is the example of why you have to grind for Chao.
Come on!
And she's kind of a little bit far away from the mic too. That's one reason.
Hurry up!
Okay, I was crawling on air there for a second.
Oh gosh, is he drowning?
Yeah, he sometimes does that. He's a baby, what do you expect?
Is
At
he
this rate, he
drowning?
may be lucky if he finishes at 5 minutes.
Come on!
Wow, what a boost. That went like an inch. You're draining at the finish line. Stop drowning. Hey guys, what a miss! Nap time!
This way.
Literally nap time right before the finish line.
Come on, man! Look at the post in the first place. Paint me like one of your French chow. Well, that was an experience.
That was an experience.
This gets much better in the sequel, I swear. Yeah, I think that was the Chao that was sleepy in the beginning. You guys are right. Oh, the irony. The one you think would suck is the best one. I think it's gone full circle.
He was just giving them a head start.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, look at that difference. You got a lot to aspire to for, Edward. Learn.
Learn, adapt, win.
And now to abandon you for the rest of eternity. See you later. There's no reason ever to come back here now. That was everything there.
But, Lester, you can't abandon your friend.
Why?
They got each other. They got the Chaos Chao raising now.
Yeah, he's like, I don't need this. Friendship ended with Stan. Chaos Chow's my new best friend.
So now we take a look at our emblems. We'll see everything is collected. Except one. This is related to the final story here in the game.
Select your character.
Which is a mystery that I have no idea who's in it.
Oh
No
my
idea at all.
god! This is like, it tells me right there.
But before we do that, there's this mode. Mission mode. And that's what we'll be tackling next time because this mode is a doozy. This one's going to take a couple sessions too. It's going to be kind of like the trial mode in that regard. There's a lot here.
Select your character.
Which I can't really do in a tutorial. I don't think this gives me one. I'm not going to jump in now, but I want to see if it gives like a standard overview. Yeah, there you go. There are cards all throughout the place, so we got to collect them to do certain tasks. And these can be hidden either in the overworld or in levels too, if I remember. So this is a weird mode. You don't need to do this if you're playing just to unlock everything, because mission mode, I don't believe unlocks anything. You can still unlock the 130 emblem prize without doing this mode at all. So this is kind of like an extra goodie thing. You don't have to touch it if you don't want to. But we're going to, because this is 100% completion.
Select your character.
But that'll be for next time, because this time, well, maybe I'll go spend more time with Stan the Chao.
Let's get him.
I miss him already.
I miss my boy. My boy.
Where's Stan? We're trying to look in very specific spots. Please ignore those cards. Luckily for us, there's no mission related to Chao, so we don't have to worry about grinding again. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah, you can kind of see his medal there. Get like really close. Yeah, there you go.
There, I see it.
Now, I am apologizing in advance, Stan. Here's what he looks like without the hat. He got a long head. And you can really see the medal. Although it's not great on him, because he's green. And the medal's green. That doesn't really work
He
out
can't help
for him.
being green. He can't help being green. It's not easy being green.
React, dang it. It's like I'm waving at you. Wave back. Alright, but yeah, I'm not going to do the mission mode stuff tonight, as I said. So we'll be playing something different for the remainder of the night now. I want to test out those GameCube models, so I'm going to run through a couple levels on my own time. I took a risk using them here for the Chao Garden, but I knew they already worked. That was the only mode I had time to test. I didn't have time to test the levels, and that's where we're going to be spending mission mode, so... Yeah, we'll do that one for next time.
Yeah,
I guess for now, I'll probably swap over to more of that Breath of the Wild playthrough we started on Monday. We'll just like hang out on that for like an hour or two.
100%.
That'd be a good go-to thing.
You're gonna 100% master mode.
I mean, Stan's happy about it.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, you got all the emblems. Now you can leave me alone. You don't have to keep waking me up.
Okay, bye. Have fun in the races. He's in timeout. Wait, what? Where'd he go?
Oh no.
Okay, Stan ran away from home. We got a problem.
He literally just said,
Stanley, you're one of them. Go. Find your clone.
the door magically eats the Chao.
No, that one's fine. Where did Stan
Where'd
go
Stan
there?
go?
Did he clip out of
No.
bounds or something?
Uh-oh.
Well, it's a good thing I'm gonna be closing the game after this because it wipes my my save. So it reverts back to when we first came in here.
Oh my
What the heck
god.
happened? The chat was just gone. Yeah, I'm gonna test this theory. Here, you next. You walk. I want to see where you go. Okay, you're still there. You're not even walking. Why? Sometimes these guys move, sometimes they don't. Here, third Chao.
Buster, no!
That's for not performing well on the races.
Good luck. Have fun. GLF. GLHF.
They're all just chilling in front of the door, but Stan's gone. Like a memorial. Stan? What's going on?
And like, Stan, where'd you go? They're gonna start putting up flyers saying, have you seen this Chao?
At this rate, yeah. They're all just chilling in front of the door. Oh, there he is!
Oh, there's Stan.
What the heck happened to you? Gave me a heart attack, my son.
Gosh. It's like, where the heck did you go?
Well, that was an experience.
That was funny.